Right. So we're supposed to be live right now. Supposed to be, considering I've failed in many possible ways this summer. There could be lots of things going wrong right now. But how's the sound for one? And the image looks good here. Woohoo! Anton, how's the sound? Can you hear me? Or is it as usual? Sören, sounds good. Thank you for the information. That's pretty cool. Chris! Woo! So right now we're on both Facebook and YouTube. Daniel, Adam, hi guys. Victor, sound is good. That's pretty cool. So I wanted to make some sort of, I wanted to see, George, hi. How's everybody doing tonight? I wanted to test and see how many would watch this live on Facebook and on YouTube. I haven't done a proper video or a live stream actually on YouTube or Facebook in English for a long time. Hi, Walter. It's cool to see you here. Tjena, Marcus. So I've done a lot of live streams this summer, only not in English. And I'm actually a little bit nervous. The thing is that I think for me, in the beginning, I thought that English was the way to go and it felt right. But as time went by and I started to make videos in Swedish, I realized that that felt a lot better, or at least easier to make. It's more, I'm more comfortable speaking Swedish, but doesn't mean I shouldn't do videos in English, because that's fun too. Hi, Michael. So another goal with this stream is I've done a camera setup for future live videos where I will be, putting together like an F1 car or the boat. I can actually give you a preview. This is what I got right now. This is the front piece. So it's going to be pretty big. You can't see it, but the third part is actually printing right now. And I don't know if there's a bunch of noise in the video. Hi, Virgil, Andreas, Scott. Hi, guys. So it's going to be pretty huge. And I've already recognized a few problem areas that I need to fix like ASAP. But I will finish this one like a prototype, so I can test it in the waters and then do some changes before like a, should we call it beta release or something? Virgil, yes, the boat is based on a Riva, I guess you can say, but basically it is one, but I don't dare to say it is. So let's just say it's based on a Riva boat. So this is the front piece. The window will come up here around, and the front compartment, whoops, sorry about that, will be like a pocket you can put in there and take it out. I don't know how I'm going to lock it in place, but we'll figure something out. So what I wanted to get some feedback on right now is the camera setup. So I have, as you can see, an F1 car here, which I will be removing the electronics from because I'm going to use it in the boat, at least to start with. So I have 3 cameras. The one you're watching right now And we have like a close-up camera to get some close-up shots. 3D printed submarine. I'm sure somebody already did that, because I want to have a camera that can show, you know, the close-up for the details that might not show up on the other cameras. And the reason I want to do like a live build instead of what I've done before with the Build With Me series is it's so much easier to just ask the questions right away and I can show it immediately. So this is like a close-up camera, and then we have like a top camera, and also I have the little insert, well, here where I am right now. So if there's anything we can see the top of your laptop. Yep, sure can. What was I gonna say? Because George, the table, there's no more table. I can't push it out of screen because then it will drop on the floor. So I'm wondering, should there be like, I don't know, like another setup? Should the top one be closer? Should the other in front be further away or even closer? Or should this one be positioned elsewhere? I don't know. You tell me. Because I don't want to miss like any details. If you're watching the video, there shouldn't be any question marks in regard of what you can see in the video. Top camera is great. So should there be like a top camera, and instead of me there should perhaps be the close-up camera, or maybe both, one in each corner, or depends on the subject, I guess. Because I think that while I'm talking, it could be pretty nice to have me on the screen and see what I'm, just see me as I'm talking. Lucas asks, should the gear in the F1 be glued to the rear axle? The idea was for it not to be glued, but it depends on the print you have and if it will slide off. I haven't glued any. I haven't used any screws, and they're really, I can actually remove this right now. I'll let you see. Let's see. See if you can. Let's test this camera right now. Let's see. There's the golden gear. This is just pushed in place. It sits pretty good, and it's been used a lot. I don't know if you can see it. George, the selfie camera, is it this one or is it this one? Top camera can be zoomed in, all right? So this one. I'm gonna fix that later, I guess. Close-up cam is a little out of focus. Hold on. Is it? Otherwise, I can do it manually later, I guess. So now I feel I'm missing one. What are these? The close-up and the top as a picture-in-picture. Close-up camera doesn't look so good. Is it out of focus? There's something with the focus, I guess. I have to look into it later. That's weird. The bigger gear. You mean this one? Lucas, is this the gear you're talking about? Because if it is, I've never glued it on, and it's not meant to be. It's meant to be like a press fit thing. All right, George, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Like that. Would that be better? Okay, let's see if we can. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna remove the body. And just like that, I feel like the picture up in the corner is in the way. I can do that. Let's see. I can barely remember how to assemble this thing. Let's see what else. This one. It's been such a long time since I put one of these together. Picture in picture in left corner. Whoops, not like that. So I'll do, would that be better? Panel clips for wow. This is actually my daughter's car. And this should also be snug, but it's been raised quite hard. I think maybe there should also be some more light, perhaps, on top. The lighting is quite poor, I think. And then there's the motor. We have to remove the rear wheel. And just like that, we're done. We don't need this servo, so I'm just going to leave it in the car. Like that. All right. So for the first boat prototype, I will use this motor, this ESC, and whatever battery I can find. So you think it will be better if I have some more light on here? More light. All right. I'll work on that. So the next thing is to, I haven't even, so this is for the boat. This is the propeller. I can't see it. It's too small. Do the close-up thing. And then this is the axle. More light. All right. I think I won't get into that right now. I'll try to fix that for later. James says we're being very picky though. However, I mean, if I'm gonna do it and it's supposed to help people, I want it to be as good as, at least as good as I can make it. Dark on close and up overhead. Yeah. So I need to fix another light, I guess. The ones I have here is one in the front and one up there and a backlight. This one. It helps a little, but not a lot. So I would like to have something up there. There are just so many things to fix. Thanks, George. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. It's a bit pale, I think. Boost camera ISO. I can try. I can do that. Like right now. And this one. Let's see. Oops. How's that? Is that better? I think this one, the main, is a bit like better. Top is still a bit dark. I guess I can. Let's see if I can fix that. Configure. Hello, Chris. Now you can see how dirty this is. I think maybe I should put this thing together again. There are just too many broken cars and cars that are in pieces. And then you never get around to put them together again. So that's one thing that I've noticed, that you start working on things and then you pull it towards you or something and out of frame and you don't really think about it. So maybe, as someone said, I don't know who said it. Andrea says the stream is a bit clear on YouTube. Darker version was better. Yes, I think that right now I've boosted the ISO, and I think a proper light should be better and looking a lot nicer. So maybe for the next stream, I guess I can have a better light and it will look better. The main thing is that I want it to be clear what's going on in the video. So hopefully we can get to that point. And also I've noticed that, yeah, this one should be higher up, perhaps this one, the close-up camera. Adam, you have a 6-wheel F1 car? That's a good tip, James. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Look at this. It used to be, it's a bit overexposed now, so you can't see it, but it's really dirty and looks nice. This is some old MakerBot purple PLA thing. That is a bit. I want this camera up. Let's see. More like that, perhaps. And zoom out a bit. I don't want to zoom out too much. Would that be good? Then I can, do something here. I can show it like that. If I'm working on some small pieces, I want it to be able to still move it up close. A Tyrrell style F1. I think this feels better. Maybe the close-up camera should move up even more. But as I said, I don't want to zoom out too much either, because I want this one is, for the close-up shots. Let's see if we can put this together and still see what's going on. Also, maybe, you have to think about what you're doing and the angles you're doing it in while putting this thing together. See if all the nuts still are in their pockets. I think this one fell out. Yep. Like this. There's a nut. Let's see if maybe the light is too strong up close. I can just like that. Also, the autofocus don't seem to work very well. This is an old Lumix. I think it's FZ300 or something. Too bright. Yeah, I agree, but we'll fix that with a better light. I'll have to get it ASAP. If someone have a tips on a good LED light, like a small one of these I have here, they're like this big. Whoop. Something like that. And this one, and this one. Is there anyone watching right now that's currently building one of these? This also fell out. Damn. I think this car needs some love, actually. Let's save that for later. So we can actually see if see what's going on over here. Whoop, sorry. This is the third part We got the, let's see, this is hard. Air intakes here. I'm not gonna go there. All right, let's get this back. Where was I? Clearly, this isn't as easy as I thought. All right, like that. Cool. Also, it's a bit tricky. Have to run. Thanks for stopping by, James. I've got two screens I'm watching. So I got the OBS on this one on the laptop, and then I have behind the cameras, there's another screen that shows the StreamYard setup. Good angle now. Yeah, it's a bit higher too. So the autofocus is out of focus. At least the details show up. That's the most important thing. Where's the lid? Here's the lid. Ian, you have several F1 cars? Did you build more than one? I don't remember. This year is actually like a, I don't know if we should call it 5-year anniversary, perhaps. I think it's 5 years since I released this thing. December 2015, I think it was. It didn't really take off in the beginning. It took a few years, 1 or 2 perhaps, before it really took off. I think this is a little too bright. So maybe like that. Time for a new version. Yeah, I think it's time too. But also that it's the point of it was to make something that's really simple, and Max says the sound for him is like water moving nearby. Is there anyone else experiencing that? I have the printer running just next to me, so it could be that perhaps. Anyone on Facebook can let me know what the sound is like. Yeah, printer sound. And I don't really want to turn it off right now. It's a few hours in and 14 to 15 hours left. So I'm not going to stop it, but I'll make sure sound was fine on Facebook feed. Okay. I'll make sure anyway that if I do like a proper build stream, I won't have any printers running in the background. Maybe I'll have one of those lava mics. It's confusing having 2 screens that are not actually next to each other. It's in background. Yeah. Can't hear. Okay, so sound is quite different Okay. So this is pretty good. I realized that the close-up camera is better positioned right now, and I also need a better light from the top. I don't really know what to use this angle for. Is there like a situation where you would want to have both this one and the close-up angle at the same time? I still think it's nice to have this view, even if it's just picture in picture, to see what's, get the whole picture, what's going on, and what the person, being me, is doing. I don't have Fusion on this computer, otherwise I would close up. Not much point if it's small. Well, Ian, I guess you're right. I will rewatch the video, not the complete thing, but one of the things I just realized is this boat is huge and this motor is pretty small. So I think that I can actually fit this and the rear axle in the rear compartment. The boat is cut into 5 pieces, and the rear piece, it's probably as long as this one. So it would be cool if if you could print the whole thing and just have the rear part being different for if you want to have motors or rudders or whatever you want to make changes to it, and you can just swap that out somehow. Right now, I'm thinking that I'm just going to glue these things together. In the beginning, I wanted to make some clever design to make them fit together, but I never came up with anything. Used as a water jet. Slow cruiser boat. We'll see. I mean, this motor it's like it's just to get things going, I guess. And we'll take it. We'll move up from there then, I guess. I mean, this boat is going to be pretty big, so if you can probably put something more powerful in it. I don't know how I'm going to do the windows. Would you want them to be transparent or just print them and paint them? Because I guess you can print just a frame and you take something like a PET bottle or something, cut it out and glue it onto the frame, or you can maybe print it in a SLA. Glue tabs on the inside, then glue. I just thought I'd put glue on the whole thing and maybe even paint it. I don't know. But I guess, we'll put together a complete boat at first and start from there. See what happens. But I'm pretty excited. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I still think this camera is a little too bright. But Hurry. Let's see. I'll put that aside. I don't know what you need, what kind of battery you need to power the boat, but let's see. I don't even know how this should be put together properly either. There should be one of those. This goes in here, I guess, and one on the other side, and maybe there should be like grease on the inside. Or Henrik says, show us some more stuff you got. Okay. I don't know. What do you want to see? I don't know if you can. Here I have my friends, some of my friends, some of my family. I've started to print them out. Here is a seat clamp post. Wait. This is printed in Mark Forged. I don't know if you can see it, but you got the fibers running here through and metal inserts. The print quality on this is quite good, I think. Everything, of course. Also, there's the oops, this one. It's a little. This is printed in polysmooth, and then it's been in the polisher for like 30 minutes. More comments. Whoops. So this is pretty neat. This is some old wood filament thing. Too bright. So this is a sculpture I scanned using the PrimeSense scanner. This is pretty old. What else is there? There's not much exciting stuff. This is an old Lego train rail. Train tracks for Lego. Printed on a professional printer. I don't remember the name. It's a somebody else, I'm sure, can remember that. And here is for a project I did once. This is in nylon. I don't know if you can see it, but this is for a GT2 belt to go on the outside. And then there's a screw embedded in here while printing. So this was, if I remember correctly, supposed to, push like a platform up and down. It's not great. Let's see. You can't really see it, but And this is also old stuff, nothing new really. I think this is done in nylon. I don't remember. Tallman, anyway. Bunch of SLA prints. What else? I have lots of these. How many printers do you own? Says Henrik. All right, I can't remove the camera, but I can zoom out a bit and you can see them all, I think. Let's see. I'll just change. So these are my printers. Up here to the left, we have the Semi CNC Rostock Max V4 and 6 Pro, 6 Plus. That's been with me for like a long time. Here is the Bezian 3D Sigma, and below that is a FlashForge Inventor 2, polisher, and also a printer bot. I don't think you can see that one, but it's right there. And my first printer, Thingomatic. And not my second, but my third printer, Replicator 2X, down in the corner. Between those two, I had the original Replicator, the wooden one. It looks almost like the Replicator 2X, but it has these wood panels. What else do we have? Train. I don't know if you've seen this before, but let's see, as far as prints go, there's the it's up here, Mini Quad. This is also pretty old. I'll show you the frame. Here's the frame, and it's in 4 pieces actually. 3 pieces. Bottom piece, top piece that goes in there, and then a frame for the electronics. Truggy, where's the Truggy? The Truggy is right here actually. All right, Truggy coming up. It's even, it's got dust on it. I'm gonna move this out of the way. So the Truggy, this is actually the one I used in the last Truggy video I made 6 years ago. Maybe we can try this one now. Close up. Move this to the side. There you go. So this is a mix of Tallman nylon 645, 618, some ABS here, and the axles are, I don't remember if they're polycarbonate or Triton. Doesn't matter though, I think. And these are the printed shocks as well. Man, this is old. Really old. Oh, the memories. What else do we have? Oh, yeah. Talking about the Truggy, I might as well show you the this is a scaled up version of the that's in the Truggy. Let's take it out. I think this right now, this light is a little strong. Hi, Michael. So I scaled it up and printed it because I wanted to show, because the one that's actually in the car, it's pretty tiny. Is that for Joe or no? I think he would just destroy it. I mean, he's doing things in metal now. This was just a showpiece. And gears and everything are not really made for this size. So it's not very smooth. Differential, that's right. I forgot that. Fun stuff. Huge benchy. F1 with stickers. This is the first version. So I don't think the front wing isn't super nice. Not the rear wing either. But I think it looks good with the stickers on it. I think the 2017 version, I think it was. This is probably my favorite. I like the front wing. The rear wing is pretty cool too. But I think that initially, or the version you can download has a lot wider tires, and the entire rear axle is wider too. This is a pretty nice print. This is printed in, what's it called? I need to check. My memory is like crappy. Fat Salon C8, I think it is. It's pretty smooth. Whoops! And this one's broken too. Dang. That's embarrassing. Let's see, what else fun stuff do we have here? We got the flower vase. This is also got a little crack in it, I think. These are quite thick layers. You can't see it because the autofocus is crap, but this is pretty nice. And what else do we have? We have the dual extrusion Marvin. No, not Marvin, but Matter Hackers astronaut. What else? Oh, this is pretty cool. This is Golden Gear. This is like an award I won for the Truggy. Back from, hi Dave, from GrabCAD. I think this was 7 years ago. The category was like best open engineering project. being, you know, the Truggy was or is open source. Michael says the big wrench. Yes. Here's the big wrench. I think. So this is the scale. This is done in originally. And it's not huge. And then we have this one scaled up just a tiny bit. And this, it actually works too. That's pretty cool. And these are, so this is printed in PLA. This is printed in PLA. Usually, at least for me, this works pretty good. And this is just, for me anyway, impossible to print in anything other than ABS, or it won't, you know, the moving parts won't get unstuck. It's been a long time since I printed ABS, actually. This one is done in the Replicator 2X, I think, if I remember correctly. All this stuff is pretty old. This is, yeah, there's a touring car somewhere. I completely forgot about that. I don't know where it is, but there's also a OpenRC touring car. But this is, damn, it's hard to see, but this is printed in a Stratasys, and quality is pretty damn good. Ah, you can't see it, so it doesn't matter. And also there's a bunch of these SLS prints from Sintrit, but I think you've seen those in a bunch of YouTube videos. Not mine, but that's pretty cool. This one. Motorized benchy. What else? Bunch of SLA prints. Oh, look. There's a bag full of stuff. Giant ball bearing. This is the original bike handle I did a long time ago. That was pretty funny because when I did this, people were commenting on the YouTube video and saying I was lying and it's not printed. And even though there are clearly visible layer lines here, but apparently I was lying because you can't print bike handles. So that's history, but it's funny. The handle. It's a classic, I think. What else is there? Dual color sign printed in Sigma. This looks pretty good. Remember the bike handle. Yeah, good times. I feel like I haven't really done anything properly in like 5 years. I did a lot before that, and then I released the F1, and then basically nothing happened. Oh yeah, there's this one too. Maybe we should switch. Let's see. Top. That's better. So this is this has the electronics from a DJI. I don't remember the name. Flywheel 450 or something. So what I wanted to do with this one was to, because at the time, most of the printed quadcopters I could find had the kind of frame design where you put everything outside. And I wanted to enclose the ESCs in the arms and hide the electronics. So that's how this design came to life. And I did the arms. I was pretty happy with that. I don't know. You can't see it on the top. There are zip ties that puts the arms are made in two pieces and then held together with zip ties that goes internally. And there's also a little screw here on the end. So this is actually working, but not very fun to fly. And I mean, these days there are Mavics and all that. Everything's so easy to fly, so there's no use in this. But it's a fun project to explore 3D printing. Anyway, it's hard to move back and forth between screens. Let's see. This is this one is printed in the polyalchemy. It's got a nice shine to it. I don't like these wider rear wheels or the rear wheel or the rear axle actually. So I want to make a new version. Let's see how the changes are for next season. I haven't actually looked at it, but I would like to incorporate some sort of suspension. I don't know how, because I still want it to be super duper simple. And I've seen a few good designs, but I want it to be like, Lego almost. The kids' Lego. Super simple. Hey, Jerry. Yeah. But I have so many F1s, and I've also thrown a couple away. So there's another test I did with the design itself is really horrible for the purpose, but I wanted to show the transparency of the polysmooth. You see, yeah, I can't even do the angles properly. Maybe this is better. Nah, that's what's so bad with this design, the little thingies. No good. I'll throw that away. I think that it's time to perhaps Hey, buddy. So I think that this was a pretty successful stream, considering the goal was to test the camera setup, and I've got a bunch of good input, more light, and some tiny changes in the camera angles, and I think we're going to be good to go. Bye, Daniel. So, and the sound is pretty good. I'm not going to have the printer on next time. I think this is feels pretty solid. Jerry and Jerry. How often do you plan to stream? I honestly don't know. As first, I think this is actually the first time I've done a proper stream. I've done one or two perhaps in the past using my phone on this channel. And I've done quite a lot of live streaming this past summer, but in Swedish. So I thought it's about time perhaps that I would actually do it on this channel instead. Because there's so many questions, especially regarding assembly of the F1 and different mods and stuff. And it's so much easier if I just print the car and build it with you guys on a stream, and then you can ask things, questions directly, and I can answer them right away, and maybe even show stuff on the camera. So I think that's going to be pretty good. And also coming up with a boat, building that, I think that's going to be pretty good to stream as well. Putting it together and finding different solutions for any problems that might show up. So this was like a test stream to test things up, and I feel pretty confident, even though I was actually kind of nervous getting into this. So I think it feels pretty good with the setup and all, and maybe I'll do a behind the scenes or something in the future. I don't know. This is like a super tiny little room that I'm in right now. It's got the boiler, I think it's called a boiler, right next to me. So during summer, it's quite hot, even though I have a fan here. So I think we'll put an end to the stream here. But let's see, in 25 minutes, it's time to stream again with my friend Anton, and that will be in Swedish. Can we mail you with ideas for projects? No, but you can put them in, you can send them on Facebook if you want. That would be best. All right. So I'm gonna end it here, and thank you so much everybody for watching, and all the comments and all the feedback and everything. It's been great, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun going forward. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye.